America doesn't lose because it fails. America wins because it fails faster than everyone else. And that right there already sounds uncomfortable, doesn't it? Because most people don't want growth. They want comfort that feels like growth. Let me ask you something before you settle in. If comfort was a goal of life, then why do the most comfortable people still feel empty? Why do people with stable jobs, fixed routines, and safe choices still feel stuck? And why does discomfort scare us so much when every single success story starts inside it? Here's the uncomfortable truth. The world is obsessed with comfort, but America is built on the idea of outgrowing comfort. Most people don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they choose comfort when growth asks for pain. They fail because comfort feels productive even when it's killing momentum. And the scariest part, comfort doesn't feel like failure. It feels like safety. Think about how struggle actually looks in real life. It doesn't show up as chaos. It shows up as routines that never change. It shows up as I'll start next year. It shows up as at least I'm stable. It shows up as scrolling, planning, dreaming, but never risking. Why do so many people around the world stay stuck in the same life for decades? Is it lack of talent? Is it lack of intelligence? Or is it something far simpler and far more dangerous? The fear of being uncomfortable in public. Because discomfort exposes you. Discomfort makes you look foolish. Discomfort makes you fail loudly. And many cultures train people to avoid embarrassment more than failure itself. Now here's where America is different. In many parts of the world, growth is slow because comfort is respected. Stability is praised. Predictability is rewarded. Risk is questioned. Failure is remembered forever. If you fail once, people don't ask what you learned. They ask what's wrong with you. If you change paths, people don't call you brave. They call you confused. If you start over, people don't see growth. They see weakness. So what happens? People stay where they are. They choose jobs they hate because they're secure. They suppress ambition because it's risky. They wait for permission. That never comes. Now compare that mindset with the American one. In the US, discomfort isn't respected, but growth is. Failure isn't remembered, it's expected. Changing paths isn't weakness, it's adaptation. In America, someone can fail a business at 25, start another at 27, fail again at 30, and still be trusted at 35. In many countries, one failure becomes a life sentence. Why do you think Silicon Valley exists? Why do you think startups fail publicly and founders proudly talk about it? Why do you think Americans say things like fail fast and actually mean it? Because in the US, discomfort is temporary, but stagnation is unacceptable. Ask yourself this honestly. How many people around you choose comfort even when it's killing their potential? How many people do you know who could do more, be more, live more, but won't risk being uncomfortable for a few years? Let's talk about comfort more deeply. Comfort isn't just about money. Comfort is emotional. Comfort is social. Comfort is psychological. Comfort is staying quiet when you should speak. Comfort is staying average when you feel capable of more. Comfort is blending in so no one questions you. Growth, on the other hand, isolates you. Growth makes people uncomfortable around you. Growth forces you to outgrow rooms you once fit into. And that's why growth feels lonely. In many cultures, loneliness is seen as failure. In America, loneliness is often the price of ambition. Think about how Americans raise kids. Kids are encouraged to speak up, to question authority, to fail openly, to try again. Now think about how many kids around the world are raised. Don't talk too much. Don't stand out. Don't make mistakes. Don't embarrass us. Which mindset produces growth? Which one produces comfort? Here's a real example. A young immigrant comes to the US with nothing but skills and ambition. Back home, starting a business would have meant years of approval, fear of failure, family pressure, and social judgment. In the US, the same person starts small, fails, learns, starts again. No one asks about their past mistakes. They ask about their current plan. Why does that happen? Because the American system doesn't worship comfort. It rewards iteration. Now let's talk about the most dangerous lie people tell themselves. I'm comfortable, so I'm doing fine. Comfort doesn't mean progress. Comfort often means avoidance, avoiding risk, avoiding judgment, avoiding temporary pain. But growth doesn't care about your comfort. Growth demands change. Growth demands sacrifice. Growth demands that you become someone unfamiliar. That's why people resist it. Here's another question. If comfort made people successful, why do the most successful people choose discomfort voluntarily? Why do millionaires still work harder than average people? Why do athletes train when they're already at the top? Why do entrepreneurs keep pushing even after making it? Because comfort is addictive, and they know addiction kills growth. Now look at how Americans treat careers. Switching jobs is normal. Reinventing yourself is normal. Starting over is normal. In many other countries, switching paths is seen as instability. But in America, it's seen as evolution. That's the difference. Let's talk about education. In many systems, education is about memorization. Don't question. Don't experiment. Just pass. In the US, education emphasizes thinking, debating, failing, and learning. It's not perfect, but it creates problem solvers, not comfort seekers. And problem solvers thrive in discomfort. Now let me ask you something personal. When was the last time you chose growth over comfort? Not motivation, not planning, actual discomfort. Did you speak when it was scary? Did you start when you weren't ready? Did you risk looking stupid? Or did you tell yourself later? Here's the truth people don't like to hear. Comfort delays pain, but it multiplies regret. Growth creates pain now, but freedom later. Most people choose comfort because pain feels immediate. Regret feels distant, until it isn't. One day, comfort becomes a cage. Routine becomes boredom. Safety becomes suffocation. And then people wonder, where did my life go? America figures something out early. You either choose discomfort now, or you live with dissatisfaction later. That's why Americans move cities easily, why they leave relationships that limit growth, why they chase ideas instead of approval. Is it risky? Yes. Is it uncomfortable? Absolutely. Is it worth it? Ask anyone who escaped stagnation. Let's talk about work culture. In many countries, people work to survive. In the US, people work to climb. Not because Americans are smarter, but because growth is culturally normalized. You fail at work, you learn, you try again. You hate your job, you quit, you pivot. In comfort-driven cultures, quitting is fear. In growth-driven cultures, quitting is strategy. Which one creates leaders? Now let's get real. Growth mindset isn't about hustle culture or burnout. It's about intentional discomfort. Choosing the hard conversation. Choosing the uncertain path. Choosing the longer road. Comfort mindset says, at least I'm okay. Growth mindset asks, what's possible if I push? So here's the real question. Are you avoiding growth because it's risky? Or because you're afraid of who you'll become if you succeed? Because growth changes you, and not everyone around you will like the new version. That's another reason comfort is tempting. Comfort keeps relationships intact. Growth exposes mismatches. America doesn't guarantee success, but it gives permission to try, and permission changes everything. You don't need to live in America to adopt this mindset. You need to stop romanticizing comfort. Start small. Do one uncomfortable thing daily. Speak up once. Try once. Fail once. Build tolerance for discomfort. Because discomfort is a muscle. The more you avoid it, the weaker you become. The more you face it, the freer you feel. Let me ask you one last thing. If nothing changed in your life for the next 5 years, would you be proud or terrified? That answer tells you everything. Comfort feels good today. Growth feels scary today. But 5 years from now, only one of them will thank you. The world teaches you to stay safe. America teaches you to move forward. And in the end, the question isn't USA versus the world. It's comfort versus growth. Choose wisely.